Morning. Today is a level 2 replay of PLBY. This is my first video. I'm going to show you how to use my video. Good morning. I'm going to show you how to use my video. This is going to be a level 2 replay of PLBY on October 31. You follow this cursor here, October 31. This is the open until 10:30. The stock actually squeezed to 1.40. The news was an investment fund had put a private investment into Playboy, private placement at 1.55, and this figure here is the time. So you can always fast forward the video, right, to see how the level 2 was exactly at the time you want to look at it. The key levels here were 1.15, and which is the pre-market high. And I think the daily levels were 1.20, 1.30, and the next level obviously is 1.55, where the private placement was. So I'm recording this right now at 1 times speed, which is this number you see here, right? And this is an extended hours chart. So this is from 4 a.m. to 9:29 a.m. over here in the left. I started a little bit early at 9:29 a.m. so that I could cue the video player. And this here is the level 2, and on the bottom is the time and sales. So what you're going to look for is when it approaches the key levels, you want to see whether the bears and the bulls, who is winning in the fight, right? So this is a very typical open where they wash it out first, and then uh, there will be bulls that will try to soak the stock, right? So we're going to try to see if the bulls are soaking the stock, number one, and where and when are they soaking it, right? Um, a lot of times the chart is easier to look at a lot of things because your eyes will get really tired if you keep looking at the level 2. All right. So what you want to do is try to wait until the key levels. You see that it's still coming down, right? It's testing the low over here, and then you see my cursor, right? This cross, this green cross, and it so far the bears are winning, right? Okay, and you try to wait for the minute to close, right? So it's like 9:32 right now. Don't try to like trade before the the candle closes. Okay, so you see how sometimes you can get deceived, right? You think that it's going to go down, and the manipulators know that, right? So then what they do is they immediately close it back up because they also know that everybody is looking at the charts, so they want to make the chart look nice for the bulls and the bears if they want to get the bulls to come in or the bears to come in. So you can see that this was a possible push right there because this was a strong candle that reversed. Somebody soaked around 0.90, 0.92. Okay. So now we wait. I think the next minute where it gets interesting is when it tries to approach the pre-market high, which is 1.15. Well, I'm going to add also an indicator here, if I could, the VWAP, because that's what a lot of people use and look. This is my first video, so uh, I apologize if I'm not able to add the settings. Anyhow, we knew that this stock went past the VWAP and went all the way to 1.15. So that's where the interesting play is right now. So let's just wait. That will happen around 9:50 or so. So we got like 20 minutes to wait to see it. But it's kind of interesting to see where the soaking is happening. You see right here, there's some soaking going on. What you want to see is like you see like this size here. This is 4,100 shares, right? And you want to see if like somebody took 9,000 shares right there, 9.93, right? So you want to know if they're getting eaten up, and you will see quickly if the numbers are going down. You see, so it's not interesting until we see like a huge bid or a huge offer, and we want to know if that was a spoof bid or not. Those kind of things. So the first interesting point will be 1.03 around there because that's the high of the day. You see how it was a very strong candle? That's giving you a sign that there's a really strong push there, yeah? So the bulls are currently winning. Okay, he just made a high of the day. So this is like minute 937. So that's kind of called an opening range high, right? The first 5 minutes. And so it just took out the high here. And let's see, let's wait for the minute to close, which is 9:30. 6:55 right here. There's another time here. It's easier to look at this thing on the top left. Okay, the minute just closed and is near the high of the bar. So that's a very strong push. The bulls are winning at this point. Again, it's just made another high of the day. So it's showing a lot of strength. It's about 10 cents away from the pre-market high, which is 1.15. So let's see if does it go above 1.10. Let's see. When does it go past 1.10? Look at all these things here, right? So I'm showing this right now in terms of hundreds of shares. So if this is 129, see right here, this is a huge bid. 12, 129, 124. Okay, somebody swiped it down, right? So some guy tried to short it probably, or some bearish guy tried to sell all at those share 12,900. I think that was I think it was eaten up. It was not a fake bid. You got to be careful sometimes. There are fake bids. So let's okay. This is a 9,101 shares, and I didn't see the price, but you got to be fast a little bit sometimes. Okay, you got to be fast. So it's near the high of the day. 1.0. It's like 1.06, 1.07 is the high of the day. So look at this bid and the ask right here, right? This is the top level bid, right? This is the level one bid right here. So okay, 1,200 shares, 1,100. So far, it's nothing crazy that we're seeing right now. Yeah, you want to see the huge bids, right? So I suspect around 1.07, there will be some people who are trying to short it. Okay, so I still don't see any huge offers, at least huge sizes. Okay, there's a 3,600 here. Okay, it somebody came in at 1.06. It just soaked 1.06, right? And then it swiped up 1.06. So now it's at 1.0. Okay, another guy's trying to sell 6,300 shares. It either pulled the offer or it got taken out. These are the shares that are being executed. You see, there's quite a few shares happening. Okay, that was a 5,000 at 1.05. That was at the offer. Somebody's eating it up. Yeah, but it's facing some resistance. Yeah, there definitely is some bears here, right? And they're trying to sell, and the bulls are trying to push it higher. The next interesting time will be around 9:50. So we got about 10 minutes. Um, you really want to see how the sizes and the time in sales uh, react near the highs, near the key levels. Oops, yeah, that was a strong push right there. You saw 1.08. and there are people here trying to sell at 1.07, and that's why it rejected. The question now is, are the bulls giving up, or are they going to keep pushing? And so far, it's not really going down that much. And so, wow, somebody sold, right? So, um, was this a hold down? Let me look if PLBY halted. No, it did not hold, right? This came down. Let's see, did it hold? This is 941, 942. Yeah, no, it did not hold. But there was a lot of selling here, yeah? So you see, if you add this all up, that's like quite a lot at 1.0, right? There are more sellers at 1 point. Well, there are more routes at 1.01, 1.00. That's another way to tell what's going on, right? Um, the next interesting time will be 9:50, well, 9:52, which is like 5 minutes from now, 7 minutes. That was a strong candle, right? So it's about to approach 1.07. Let's see if it rejects again or not. And so far, it has made one high of the day. That's leg number one. Yeah. It already made a high of the day once. And now it's going for the second high of the day. And let's see if it can go past 1.08, 1.075. There will be a lot of stop orders right here. You see? Yeah, that's a strong one. That was a strong candle. So you can see so far the bulls are winning. Yeah. It takes three red candles to go down and doesn't take a lot for the green candles to go back up. That's a lot of strength by the bulls, right? So 1.08, there will be a lot of stop losses around here and even more at 1.15. I remember I was trading this live and I saw 200,000 shares at 1.20 or so that got eaten up. Okay. So now we're close to the new high of the day. See all this? If you add this all up, that's like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's like 10. That's like 15,000 shares right there. 1.07. That's like 15,000 shares. And it just blew past it, right? So a lot of bulls just went and ate up 15,000 shares. Now we're at 1.08. So there might have been some stop losses there, right? To be fair. And so the next level now is 1.09. Um, Okay, 1.09 right here. Um, it's near the high of the day. And again, there will be some stop losses above right here. So there's a, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Okay, there was a 6,800. All of them are around 1.08. So there's like a 6,800 shares, 7,000 shares at 1.09. It just went past it again. Very strong. Okay. So at 1.09, just add this. So you can add this quickly. Okay. That's 12. Um, all right. The next level is about 1.10. It's 950 and about 952 is going to touch 1.10 again. Again, I'm using hindsight here, so it's a little bit easier, obviously, and we might have some biases. So that's part of the game, but that's how we learn. Um, so if you're a bull and bear and you're trading live, you don't know right now if bull or bears are winning, right? Because it's sort of rejected here 1.10. So we don't know, but we know there's a lot of stops at 1.10 and even more so at 1.15, right? So the bulls know that and they're trying to push the stock, right? So now we're at 1.08, right? 1.09 is getting close. And if you add up, there was a lot of shares there. Like I thought I saw 12720. That was like 1272. That was like 127,000 shares right there. That was 127,000 shares at 1.10. Okay. That's pretty strong, right? So it just ate it all up. That's 28,300 shares right there, 1.10. That's if you add them all up, that's more than that. They're swiping it, right? So imagine, so these people are 28,000 shares are being sold at this price. These people are probably shorting it, right? So now they're about to get squeezed. Either they're selling the shares, right? The guys who are long are selling some shares. But you see how it's more about, you want to see those large offers or large bids. After they get eaten up, how do they react? See, it's very strong because this was the high of the day. They ate it all up, 28,000 shares. And if it was weak, or if there was a lot of sell off, it would have come back down. But instead, it kept going up, right? So that's a very strong stock. Okay. Very strong. So we just made a high of the day again. And and now we wait for the next high of the day. But this is around 952, and we just approached the high of the day. Yeah. The next level will be the next high of the day. So now we're at this, right? The next high of the day would be 1.18. Yeah. Okay. So we're getting closer. Yeah. Again, you can see this 17,000 shares. That's very strong. Okay. So it's made, it just reached above its pre market high. It's getting strong. Now we're about to approach 1.20. And if I remember, I saw like a 200,000 share offer around here. So if you add this is like 4,000, 5,000 shares, right? 1.22, 58,000. If you add this all up, yeah, this is like 6, 7, 1. Okay, that's 6, 7, 13. That's 20,000 shares. Uh, okay, that was 50. All right, that's like 5, 7. 9, 14, 13. That's huge. These are okay. That's like 10,000 shares. This, yeah. If you add this all up, it's all getting eaten up right here. 1.20. It's really hard to add all them up quickly, but um, right. So now it just broke past 1.20, 1.25. This is the big one, right? That's 250,000 shares. You saw that one, 2438, right? Okay, 2426 right there. It keeps, so it's kind of hard, yeah, right there, 244,000 shares right there, right? So looking back, that could have been some margin call or some broker liquidating. We don't know. Um, and these people are trying to push it, right? So it's getting squeezed, and yeah, it's still hanging out there. So it looked like it's very hard to go past it, right? You think that it's getting rejected. So this is the key moment here. See how it reacts to 1.20. Okay, there was a pullback, and sometimes they shake out the longs first before they push higher. So here's the moment of truth. It's getting eaten up. You see, 200,000 is down to 180,000 shares. This is a real offer, and it's coming down, coming down, coming down. One, yeah, the excite. This is the exciting moment. This is where you saw the squeeze. So pretty much, it ate up the shares here. It soaked it, and now here's probably the push is probably coming very soon. This is 9:55. Let me look at my cheat sheet here. 9:55. Yeah. So 957 is the big squeeze. So a little bit of a shakeout here, right? And then 957 is the big squeeze, and then that goes all the way up to 1.40. Yeah. Okay, we're about to have that big squeeze here. Remember, there's a lot of stops here, right? So once you reach the high of the day, there's even more stops being bought, being hit, right? 1.25 is the high of the day, and but they're either like 200,000 shares of short stuck at this point, right? So that was a huge soak right there, and they just shook it. They shook them down a little bit. The longs up to 1.17. They want to clear up the level two, so to speak, before they swipe it higher, right? And let's see how it reacts. Okay, that's a 60,000 shares of 1.25. Is it going to clear it? It just cleared it, no problem, very easy. So this is where you want to see how it reacts. So after clearing, it went even went higher. So that's probably like stops getting bought out, right? Like the stop order is getting hit, and it, instead of coming down, it continued to stay there. So that's really a strong sign. This is going to go much higher, right? So a lot of times you got to look at how it reacts to level two, the key levels, especially near the height of the days. They give you some clues. Level two, it's not always like this, right? It's not obvious. That's this obvious usually, and but this one was pretty good. Level two review, because in this particular stock, you did see those huge sizes getting eaten up very almost pretty clearly. I mean, I would say this is one of the clearer ones. I think this is going to go up to 1.45 by 10/5/17, but by 10 o'clock, it it peaked at 1.39, and then there will be a correction. So we're 9:58 now, and just take a look at these bids and offers here, right? So right here, there's like a bid here. So now you want to know if this guy is trying to pretend to buy it and then pull it and sell it, right? You don't know that, right? So let's see. So what time is it? So it's now 10 o'clock. It's about to approach the high of the day again. See, this time you don't really see so many huge offers, right? So it's pretty extended at this point, right? Because this was 1.15, it went to 1.25, you know, and looked like this is like one, two, three, four, a bit of a trading range. The last 4 minutes might make maybe a shelf, right? We don't know exactly. Okay, those shares at 1.31, you notice, right? There's a bit of a fight here. Yeah, you see, there's a lot of shares here, a lot of shares here as well. Um, okay, in this particular candle, the bears won, right? So then you want to see how it reacts. Let's go below 1.30 because that's sort of okay. It just hit 1.30, 1.28 now, right? And did it react and go back up quickly? No. So it's possible it's going to start correcting here, right? And if we look at the cheat sheet, it did go down to 1.24 and 1.21, 1.24 and 1.21 before it pushed higher. So the interesting time next would be around 10:0, around 10:12 a.m. It'll be interesting. The New York Marathon is happening in the background. If you hear all the cheers, so I said 10:04. I said the next interesting level is 10:07, 10:05, 10:06. We're gonna see if it who wins, Bulls or Bears, right? At around 10:05, 10:06. Well, yeah. If we look at the cheat sheet, the Bears won, but let's see how it reacts. Okay, so there's a lot of bids here. It's like five. It's like okay, that's like 26. But there's also a lot of sales here, right? So it's like 12, and number of routes are seems like there's a lot more bear bulls, right? And there's some bears here, 1.32. Okay, so that was a strong candle right there. But can it go past 1.33? Right, 1.32. So we're gonna see now. If you add this all up, there's like a big, 10,000 share here, 1.32. Can it go past 1.32? 1.33, can it go past that? This is the high of the day here. Is this is like 1.32, right? Can it go past 1.33? Let's see. Let's wait. 10:06 now. Okay, it just closed. Not yet. So this is let's see if it's trying to form an inside bar here or not. Okay. Well, it just blew past 1.33. It's getting close. 1.3. Can it go past 1.35? That's a good question. 1.35, we see 1.36. Yeah, that's decent volume right there, right? But there's also a lot of buyers here. Let's see if who's getting hit. Well, 1.34, 1.34, 1.35, 1.35, 1.35, 1.35, 1.36, 1.36, 1.36, 1.37, 1.36. Can it go past? Can it go past? Can it go 1.38? 1.38. Let's see right there. It's a lot of shares. 1.37, 1.36, 1.36, 1.35. Okay. The high of the day is 1 point, and usually if it's really strong, you should go blast past it really quick. You shouldn't stall there too quickly. Well, too long. 1.39. So let's give it a few more minutes. Can it go past 1.39? Right. One, two. We're 2 minutes now. Uh, in fact, it is 10:07 right now. Right. So this is 10:07:48. Where the last 10 seconds, it's kind of stalling. Oops, that was a big drop, right? Somebody sold. Yeah, 10:08. And we'll find out. Okay, it looks like in the time being, right here, the Bears won the fight, right? The question now is how low will it go before the Bulls come back? And looking at the answer sheet, the answer is at around 10:11. There will be support at around 1.19, right? So the next time that's interesting is 10 around 10:11. Okay, 10:10 or 10:11. So around here is where the support is happening. So what you will see is right there 1.25. It's a lot of greens happening here, a lot of green trades right there. Okay, first sign of support there, right? Does it hold? We don't know. We really don't know, right? Um, this is sort of a long candle, right? And then this is an inside bar, right? Kind of. Let's wait for the next minute. 35, 36, 10. Well, still making a low here. Not conclusive yet, right? It could still go down. Um, and 1.22, that was huge, huge, big sizes. Big size is 1.23, right? Um, so this is a long bar. This look like a support bar, right? So it looked like it set a low here. You don't really want to go long at this point, right? Because it could come back down again. What you want to do is wait for the retest. And if it doesn't come back down, you miss the trade. So be it. That's fine. Just wait. 1.20. Yeah. Does it retest it? Of course, looking at the cheat sheet, it does retest it at 1014, right? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1014. So we're at 1013 right now. Okay, 1014. Watch for a retest. It's going to happen. So the low of this bar is around, it's like 1.195, 1.20, right? So can it hold 1.20? 1014. Sometimes you see we're down to like the last 10 seconds and they will test it in the last 10 seconds. We're down to the last 5 seconds, you see, of the candle. And that's where they test it. See? We're now it's like 10:15, right? Yeah. This is the retest right there, 1.22. And it just pushed higher, yeah? So this is a very strong candle right here. This is a good buy point right here. You see? Um, and sometimes it's hard because your eyes can only see so many things, and you're looking at the chart and you don't see the level two. But right there, yeah. This looks like it's gonna go past the new high now, right? 1.40. Yeah. And that was quick. You see how it so quickly just went past it? It doesn't stall. It just went one candle. The next candle broke the new high right there. You see? This one here was a bit of a stall, right? It was not quick. And this thing was already telling you a little bit that, there's a little bit of resistance right here, right? There's a little bit of consolidation here, at least for 4 minutes. And this one tried to push past it, didn't go. But now they cleared out the uh, the bids and offers. They're able to push it back again much quicker. It was very light. At this point, it was very light. Here it was heavy, light, yeah. And that turns out to be, I think, 1.45. That's 1016. That will turn out to be the high of the day. Yeah. So right here, 1016 turned out to be the high of the day. So we're at 1017 now, right? And that was 1.47. That was the high of the day. So again, sometimes it's very tricky. You got to wait until the last 10 seconds before it's pushed. For example, this one, it happened in the last 10 seconds, right? The next interesting test will be at around 10:38. At around 10:38, there will be another test of the high of the day, and that's like another 20 minutes or so. So it's at 1.42 now, right? It's like 3 cents away. It's 10.21 right now. So looking at 10.21, yeah, it's pretty heavy so far. Consolidating. So now it's 10:24, and the next exciting part will be around 10:29. Um, so that was a drop there. That was a long candle. Um, it's starting to get heavy right here, right? So, and you start seeing a lot of bids. Now this time, this is where it's funny. Sometimes when you see a lot of sizes, you think that it's the bids they're supporting it, but it could also mean that people are trying to sell now and they're trying to show like fake bid sizes to make it look like there's still a lot of support, but they really are selling on the other side, you see. So that's what you should have to be careful of. And this is when either bids are getting spoofed, right? Or there really are some other people trying to come in and they will end up being trapped. Like, so a lot of level two analysis is about like first recognizing the chart, the way the chart is being painted. Does it attract bulls or does it attract bears, right? And if it's attracting bulls, the chance could be it could be a long trap or it could be a real bullish move, right? And that's where the tricky part happens. Like it's a bunch of combinations because if it is a bull trap, then these bids are either going to be hit by the main guys who are selling, right, and taking advantage of the retail Okay, now it's lungs. 10:29. We still got a few more minutes before it gets exciting, right? It's the next exciting moment is 10:37, and then it's gonna fade from there on. Okay, so we're gonna watch it until 10:37, and then I'm gonna close this first video. So we're coming to a close now, and I just want to let you guys know that I want to get your feedback. I want to hear your questions. I want to learn myself. I want to see if I understand myself this level two thing. So your questions are really helpful because it makes me really question myself and make me understand. And you know, I can replay any level two stock for you, right? I can replay the level two for any stock that you want. So please request them below the comment section. Um, and I hope you enjoyed this first video. It's just my first time, and I'm really not very good with all these video stuff, but I hope this content is helpful, especially for Playboy. Love to hear your comments and thoughts. So it's 10:29 now, and I'm waiting for 10:37. That's where there's going to be a push at 10:36 to like 140 again, and that will be the final pop before it fades.